think has a franchise of the imagination of the multilateral system. It is our collective imagination that allows us to do that. And I pray that that is the case. The prayer goes this way: we accomplish in our lifetime only a fraction of the magnificent enterprise that is God's work. Each of our contribution to the multilateral agenda, which I call in Congo, the Conference of NGOs, access to the physical promises is not enough. Access to the substantive promises, premises and promises of the UN. I pray that we will not only fight for access to the physical premises of the UN, but I also pray that we have access to the substantive promises, to the decision-making tables at the UN. Nothing we do is complete, which is another way of saying that the kingdom always lies beyond us. None of us should arrogate unto ourselves access to the agenda of the UN. It is better that we coalesce together. That too is my prayer. No statement says all could be said. No prayer fully expresses our faith. No confession brings perfection. No pastoral visit brings wholeness. No program, including the Sustainable Development Goals, Agenda 2030 or Back to the Future, can accomplish what needs to be done. No set of goals includes everything. But with everyone, that everything becomes better. This is what we are about. We plant seeds that one day will grow. We water the seeds already planted, knowing that they hold future promise. We lay foundations that will need further development. We provide yeast that produces effects far beyond our capacities. We cannot do everything, and there is a sense of liberation in realizing that. Anyone who comes to the UN and says, I've discovered the solution to lower gas emissions, and this is the way. It is one part of that imagination. The larger imagination is what we do. And this enables us to do something and to do it well. It may be incomplete, but it is a beginning, a step along the way. An opportunity for the Lord's grace to enter and do the rest. We may never see the end result of Agenda 2030 of Pact for the Future, or the Declaration for Intergenerational Solidarity. We may never see the end result, but that is the difference between the master builder and the worker. We are workers, not master builders. We could be presidents, but we're not kings. That's what we mean. Ministers, we're not ministers. We are ministers, not messiahs. We are perhaps prophets of the future, not our life. Amen.
Thank you, Robert. Nothing understood about family. So now we want to invite the champion of peace. That is our His Excellency Ambassador Chowdhury for a few words. He made a global movement for culture of peace. That was September 13 or 14? 13. So when he was moving the paper at the UN, I took my flight from India. I landed here, same day. I never thought I am going to work with him and his team for peace. I remember in 1987, I carried on the pre-military asked, what is your next project? And I said, I want to do a cycle expedition for world peace. So he asked, do you know the meaning of world peace? I said, I know something. Okay, how much money you have? I said, I don't have anything. So he raised some money and come back. So within 1 week I got 2,000 rupees. That's a big amount that time. That's not enough. How many people you have? 7 people. How many days you want to do the expedition? 7 days. Okay, I'm going to give you $8,000. So I got $10,000. Like every day, 90 kilometers we bike. But I made that expedition within 5 days without any problem. Only small accident happened. One boy fell down from the cycle. A small problem. Other than we had beautiful time. We interact with the schools, colleges, orphanages on the way. They feed us. So we don't have to spend money. This is the way I started taking research. Came here. I will say I am blessed to meet all the wonderful NGO people, diplomats, and political leaders, even homeless people I used to work with. This matter, you are wealthy or not wealthy. We all are chosen divine being on this earth to take care of each other and love each other. Ambassador Chaudhary, floor is for you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all of you. We are here gathered for the International Day of Peace. And Guru Dilip Kumar ji, thank you very much for inviting me and for organizing this event, because this is absolutely wonderful to see how the civil society organization, interfaith groups are warming up to promote peace in the best possible way. I have a short message to read out. For all peace-loving people of the world, the month of September is particularly meaningful as it includes 2 dates of global significance for peace. The International Day of Peace on the 21st, that is today, 2 days after, and preceded by the anniversary of the culture of peace on the 13th September, as Dilip mentioned earlier. I extend my best wishes for a purposeful observance of an inspirational International Day of Peace. It is very meaningful that this Day of Peace is being observed at the Church Center of the United Nations. And that this place itself gives us the energy for promoting and advancing peace. The UN Declaration and Program of Action on a Culture of Peace emerged a quarter century ago, more than a quarter century. This is the 26th anniversary, in the aftermath of the long-drawn Cold War. That inspirational act took place, as I said earlier, 13th of September 1999. Simply put, the culture of peace as a concept, as a motivation, means that every one of us needs to consciously make peace and non-violence a part of our daily existence. We should know how to relate to one another without being aggressive, without being violent, without being disrespectful, without neglect, without prejudice. Unless each one of us does that, we cannot expect our communities, our nations, our planet to be peaceful. In today's world, the humanities creed should be based on inner oneness and outer diversity. Peace is not just the end of war or conflict. Real peace means also the end of discrimination, prejudice, injustice, and inequality. I am proud to say that civil society has become the main motivator worldwide for the observance of the International Day of Peace. And I am happy that I am invited here to speak. And also to say that my common organization, the Global Movement for the Culture of Peace, is a co-sponsor of this event with other groups. The culture of peace is not a quick fix. It is a movement, not a revolution. My life's experience has taught me to value peace and equality as the essential components of our existence. They unleash the positive forces of good that are so needed for human progress. Seed of peace exists in all of us. It must be nurtured, cared for, and promoted by us all to flourish. Peace cannot be imposed from outside. It must be realized from within. One voice creates a ripple. Many ripples make a wave. Collectively, our voices, the culture of peace, can transform the world. I thank you.
Now I want to invite Russell Daisy.
Is
He's a pianist, singer, songwriter, and NGO representative of International Association of Applied Psychology to the US. Russell. Can you introduce other people?
Right. So, we have an auspicious group to sing a song that Dr. Judy will tell you about. This is Dr. Judy Koreansky. We have Andre, come up with me, please. We have wonderful 10-year-old Mariah Taylor. We have beautiful Annette Taylor, not related. We have my grandparents. All right, so here we are. Meet Andre, who's be singing with. And we are looking for someone named Scout Porter. But guess what? If Scout is not here, we go on, correct? Dr. Judy, say something about Stand Up for Peace.
It's wonderful that you're all here, and thank you all for coming. You're all here because you care about peace, right? Yes. Well, in 2010, besides many of you here, there was a piano right in this corner, and it came all the way from Japan. It was the Survivor piano. It cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fly that piano here to be in this event in 2010. Can you imagine?
And it was from Hiroshima, so it had survived 6,000 degrees of heat. This piano, Dr. Judy, Hiroshima.
It survived the bombing of Hiroshima. Can you imagine, my dear friend? It's amazing. So this is an auspicious place and an auspicious time, and we have sung this song that we wrote, Stand Up for Peace, all over the world. Russell and I have been to recovery places where there have been conflicts and wars all over the world, doing disaster recovery in every continent. Obviously, last week, many of you were here when we did 9/11, the concert for 9/11, and having been a first responder there, that was powerful. As a psychologist, I'll finish with this. Also, peace for me, I think you can think about what peace means for you each as we sit here. I know you've done so much work, Ambassador, about that, and founding the culture of peace and peace at the UN. And so as a psychologist, peace starts within each of us. So if we all put our hand on our heart and say to yourself, I love you, meaning you, yourself. And then turn to the person next to you, reach out your hand and say, I love you. And let's spread our hands then to everyone and say, I love us. Thank you all. I love you all.
So, this is the song that we took. Judy, you want to give this to Annette? Because you really need to be next to each other. This is a song, interestingly, last week we sang, Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. I was with Dr. Judy in 2006 in a side event across the street, and she said, play some sort of a peace theme, and I started with Let there be peace on earth, and it climbed. Bum, 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 bum. And then she said, why don't you write something? Compose it on the spot. So, since it climbed, bum, 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 but well, bum, 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 the coming down, stand up, bum, 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 stand up for peace on earth, and we're gonna start today. Stand up for peace on earth. Yes, we're gonna find the way. Annette, you can do it. So, stand up for peace. Stand up. You go for it. Hit the tracks. No, that's happy people.
I'm sorry.
Guess what our second song is? So we're doing.
Oh, this one.
You tripped up one scotch. That's good. Perfect. I am a man, and you are a man. We live oceans apart. You are my brother. I wonder why, and you wonder why. Men all around the world must fight each other. Our troubled world must find another way. We've got to raise our voices aloud and say, stand up for peace on earth, and we're gonna start today. Stand up for peace on earth, yes, we're gonna find a way. Judy and Annette.
Looking down at our children as they play, I pray for them
And pray for them.
for their lives to be lived
For the last part.
with joy that wishing all their dreams come true. Living in a peaceful world for me and you. Stand up for peace on earth and let's start today. Stand up for peace on earth, yes, we're gonna find a way.
In the sun, as we play a game, I love my life and I love my life. Two different children, so much the same. What kind of world will we grow up to find? Children must stand up now for humankind. Stand up for peace on earth, and we're gonna start today. Stand up for peace on earth, yes, we're gonna find the
I pray for peace,
And we pray for peace.
we live oceans apart, but we're together. We Hey, stand up for peace. Stand up for, here we go. Stand up for peace. God bless you all. Guruji, are you ready to do song number 2?
No, last.
You want to go later?
Later.
All right. So God bless you all. Blessings to all faiths. Those of you without faith who are agnostic. And thank you all for being here and for standing up. Peace and showing definitely faith. Hey, Andre. Beautiful. Annette Taylor and my songwriter, co-writers, Judy, Marie, and Steve. So we're coming back later and we're going to sing Happy People, Happy Planet, and guess who's going to play drums? Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Now I want to invite Reverend Koto, chair of the International Day of Yoga Committee, to introduce herself, what she did at the UN, and the upcoming speakers. Yes.
So happy Peace Day, everybody, 2025. It's so nice to see friends again and to see new people and to have our youngsters with us. We really appreciate your being here today. I don't know where, but I'm going to give a little bit of UN trivia. Did you know that it was 1981 that Peace Day was created? So if we do the math from 1981 to today, that means we have been celebrating World Peace Day for 44 years. Think about that. Think about how important and how long this day has been celebrated and permeated into our communities and into our international globe and into our planetary consciousness and what that means. So we today are building upon this 44-year legacy. And let me just tell you another thing, you don't remember this, but in 2001, it was the day that they changed Peace Day in a little bit of a sense to have more of a focus on nonviolence and the ability to engage in ceasefire for those people who are in areas of war and conflict, to have ceasefire, to have ceasefire, to have ceasefire. So let's come together, bring our hearts and our minds together, and think about everybody around the world. Let's think about those older folks, those women and children, those men and boys, wherever they are, in a place of war, in a refugee camp, in a place where it may seem that there is peace and prosperity, but there is so much suffering because there is a different kind of violence that they're experiencing, where they're feeling tormented because there really isn't peace in their life for whatever reason. So let us now turn inward and let's observe a few seconds of silence and envelope everyone and our precious, precious planet in that beautiful energy of peace. Thank you so much for that. As you heard earlier, Ambassador Chowdhury was a person who was working in the Secretariat, and he was working closely with the Secretariat of the UN and with the specialized agencies on behalf of his country that he was representing, Bangladesh. And
He was
He
such
was
a champion,
champion,
as you've heard, and
as
as
you heard, and
many of
many
us know for
know
years and
years
years,
ago
of this
of
idea with
with
Federico
Federico
Mayor,
Mayor,
who was
who
at
was
that time head
head
of
of
UNESCO,
UNESCO,
for
for
pushing the
pushing
agenda of
of
UNESCO for a
UNESCO for
culture of
culture.
peace. And if you
And if
take a look at
look
that,
at,
you'll see
you'll
that
see that
education is
education
one
is
of the
one of the
very
very
big
big
parts of
parts of
that
that
8-point
point
program,
program,
and how
and how
significant
significant
education was at
was
that time, and how it
how
really
it
does
made
remain to be
to be.
so significant. I
I
urge you,
urge
if you
you,
have a little bit of time, look at the UN website, look at UNESCO. But I'm
but
going to
I
indulge you one more time, because I was working at the UN as a
as a
staff
staff
person back in the
back in
day.
the day.
And at
And
that
at that
time,
time,
some of you in
some of
the
you
room know
know
that
that
Angela
Angela
King
King
was
was
very
very
involved
involved
in
in
gender
gender
equality throughout the whole system.
system,
And one
and
of the
one of the champions
champions of the
of
peace
peace
movement in a
in a
different
different
way,
way,
in a
in a
different
different
face,
way,
was
was
Angela
Angela
King,
King,
who
who
worked
worked
closely with
with
Ambassador
Ambassador
Chowdhury and other people. And I was
Chowdhury
working in her
and
office at
other
that time. She was a
people,
special advisor on gender
issues
issues for the
for the
Secretary General, who
General,
was Kofi Annan at that time. And there was
and
the
there
Division for the Advancement of Women,
women,
which was
which
part of the Secretariat,
area
that would
that
put
was put
forth
forth
a lot
a
of
lot
these
of
policies.
policies.
And one of
And
the
one of the
things
things
that
that
we've been
we've been
celebrating
celebrating
now again
again
for some
from
decades is
is UN
UN Security
Security
Council Resolution 1325. Now,
Now,
there
there
were
were
some
some
Security Council
security
resolutions that dealt with the
dealt
situation of children in war, the
the
situation of
situation
civilians in armed conflict, because when I was at
when I
the
was
UN, I was working on
working on.
those. But to
But
have the Security Council Resolution 1325 to talk
to talk
about how
about how
important it is to have women
women
in these
in
peace
peace
processes,
process,
women
women,
at the negotiating table. If you
if
take a look at the UN again, you look this
look
up,
up,
you'll
you'll
see the
the
benefit
benefit
to our
to our community,
communities, to our
to our
countries,
country,
to just the
just the
world
world,
as to
as
how
to how
women
women
are agents of
agents
change,
change,
not just
not
victims of war,
of war,
but how
but
they are
how they are
survivors and
survivors
real
and real
agents of
agents.
change. And this
And this
Security Council resolution, in my
resolution, in my
opinion, led to
opinion, led to
so
so
many
many
afterwards,
afterwards,
including
including
a
the
Security Council
security
resolution which
resolution,
led to a
a
special
special
representative with
representative,
Secretary
Secretary
General on the
General,
situation of
situation
sexual violence and
violence,
armed conflict. Because for
because
those of
for
you
those
who don't know, and
and
happy that you
happy that
don't
you
know,
don't know,
this is
this is
something that
something that
really
really
is
is
a
a
weapon of
weapon
war.
of
And I
war.
did
And I
many
did many
programs on
programs
this with the bar
with the bar
associations because in addition
in
to
addition
being
to
a
being a
reverend,
reverend.
I am
I am
also a practicing attorney and I have
I
been
have
for
been for
decades now.
decades now.
So
So
I like
I like
to support
support
Ambassador
Ambassador
Chowdhury for his many, many
many
accomplishments and to
and to
bring up more of a fuller
fuller
understanding
understanding
of
of
peace and
peace
the
and
many mechanisms
mechanisms
and
and
programs that
programs
are
that
in
are in
existence. So it's
So
my
it's
great
my great
pleasure to be with
to be with
everyone
everyone
today so
today
we
so
can
we can
celebrate the
celebrate the
achievements
achievements
and to
and to
say
say
how
how
this is a
this is
day
the
where
day
we
where
all
we all
rally
rally
around.
around.
This is the
This is
day
the day
where
where
we commit
we commit
ourselves to
ourselves to
becoming
becoming
peacemakers
peacemakers
again and
again
again
and
in our
again
own
in our
lives
own
and
lives,
how
and
we
how
can
we
reach
can
out
reach
to
out
in our
in our
community,
community,
whether it
whether it
be
be
creating our own
creating our own
celebration for the
celebration for the
International Day of
International Day of
Peace,
Peace,
or just
or just
having some sort of other
having some
program
program
where we
where we
know
know
that we're
that we're
having an
having an
understanding of the
understanding of the
importance
importance
of a
of a
culture of
culture of
peace
peace
and
and
nonviolence.
nonviolence.
Because to
Because to
me,
me,
it is
it is
about peace,
peace,
but
but
also
also
nonviolence.
nonviolence.
Those two
Those
go
two
together.
together.
This is
This
my
is
own
my
personal experience.
experience.
So,
So
we
we
have
have
so many
so many
friends
friends
and people who have
people
been
who've been
working on
working
this
on
issue from a
from a
different
different
area,
area,
from
from
different
different
issues throughout the years.
years.
And I'm
And
so
I'm
thrilled that we can
we
call
can
upon
call
them
upon them
today so
today
that
so
they
that
can lend their
they
voice and they can
and they
lend
can
their
lend their
energy about what they
what
can
they
do.
can do.
Because at the
Because
end of the day, we're
they
all encouraging and supporting one
supporting one
another.
another.
There's too
There's
many
too many
people
people
today
today
who are
who are
destabilizing other
destabilizing
people, who are
who are
negative.
negative.
And I
And
would say that
say that
encouragement
encouragement
is such an important
is an important
thing.
thing.
And if we
And if
can
we can
encourage people,
encourage people,
even with a
even with a
smile,
smile,
right? It
right?
doesn't
It
have to
doesn't
be a
have to be
lot. If we
if
can
we
encourage people in a
can
simple
simple,
way, then that
then
has made a
made
tremendous amount
tremendous
of difference.
difference.
So
So
hopefully I'll share a little prayer with you later, but
later,
I would
but
like
I
to
would like
call
upon now one of our colleagues who has been involved with our community for many years. It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Kusamita Peterson to join us today.
Denise, and it's such a joy to
joy
be among you on this very
very
special
special
occasion.
occasion.
The
The
first
first
World
World
Parliament of
Parliament of
Religions
Religion
took
took
place in
place in
Chicago
Chicago
in
in
1893, and is
and
seen
is
as
seen
the
as the
beginning
beginning
of the
of the
modern
modern
interfaith
interfaith
movement, which
movement
is now worldwide.
worldwide.
At the
At the
opening
opening
ceremony on
ceremony,
September
September
11,
11,
1893,
1893,
Swami
Swami
Vivekananda,
Vivekananda,
a
a
30-year-old
30-year-old
Hindu monk,
monk,
was among
was
the
among the
speakers.
speakers.
When he
When he
began,
began,
Sisters
Sisters
and
and
Brothers of
Brothers of
America,
America,
the
the
audience
audience
of
of
4,000
4,000
people
people
all
all
rose to their feet. His
his
short
short
speech
speech
concluded,
concluded, sectarianism,
sectarianism, bigotry, and its
bigotry, and its
horrible
horrible
descendant,
descendant,
fanaticism,
fanaticism,
have
have
long
long
possessed this
possessed
beautiful
beautiful
earth.
earth.
They have
They
filled
have
the
filled
earth
the
with
earth with
violence,
violence,
drenched
drenched it
it
often
often
and
with
often
human
with human
blood,
blood,
destroyed
destroyed
civilization,
civilization,
and sent
and
whole
sent whole
nations to
nations
despair.
to despair.
Had it
Had
not
it
been
not
for these
been for these
horrible
horrible
demons,
demons,
human
human society
society would be
would be
far more
far more
advanced
advanced
than it
than
is
it is
now.
now.
But their
But their
time
time
is
is
come.
come.
And I
And I
fervently
fervently
hope that
hope
the
that the
bell that
bell
tolled
tolled
this
this
morning
morning
in
in
honor of
honor
this
of this
convention
convention
may
may
be the
be the
death
death
knell
knell
of
of
all
all
fanaticism, of
of
all
all
persecutions with the
with the
sword
sword
or
or
with the pen,
pen,
and of
and of
all
all
uncharitable
uncharitable
feelings
dealings
between
between
persons
persons
wending their
wending their
way
way
to the
to the
same
same
goal.
goal.
As
As
Swamiji
Swamiji
states
states
so
so
powerfully,
powerfully,
the
the
very
very
purpose
purpose
of the
of the
interfaith
interfaith
movement
movement
is to
is to
bring into
bring into
being
being
peace
peace
and
and
friendship
friendship
between
between
religions and
religions and
peoples.
people,
In
in
spite of
spite of
bigotry and
bigotry and
fanaticism
fanaticism,
and our
and our
urgent
urgent
need to transcend them,
and
all of the
all of the
world's
world's
religions and
religions and
spiritual
spiritual
paths
paths
also have
also
core
have core
teachings
teachings
of
of
peace
peace
and love.
and love.
The
The
summit
summit
value and
value
ideal of
and ideal of
peace is not
is not
merely
merely
the
the
absence of
absence of
conflict,
conflict,
but the
but
state
the
of
state of
wholeness
wholeness
and
and
harmony
harmony
called
called
shalom,
shalom,
salam,
salam,
shanti,
shanti,
hebing or
hebing or
hewa in
hewa,
Chinese and
Chinese and
Japanese,
Japanese,
and in the
and in the
Navajo
Navajo
language,
language,
Husho,
Husho,
meaning
meaning
peace,
peace,
balance,
balance,
and beauty. The
the
state of
state
peace
of
is
peace
an
is an
integral
integral
realization
realization
in all
in all
aspects of
aspects
life,
of life,
inner
inner
and
and
outer.
outer.
The
The
global
global
ethic of the
ethic of the
Parliament of the
Parliament
World's
of World
Religions
Religion
was
was
adopted
adopted
at the
at the
Parliament's
Parliament's
centenary
centenary
convening in
convening in
Chicago in
Chicago in
1993
1993
by an
by an
assembly of
assembly
over
of over
250
250
spiritual
spiritual
leaders of
leaders
many
of many
traditions.
traditions.
It
It
declares,
declared,
we
we
affirm
affirm
that a
that a
common set
common
of
set
core
of core
values
values
is
is
found
found
in the
in the
teachings of the
teachings of the
religion,
religion,
and that
and
these
that these
form the
form the
basis of
basis
a
of a
global
global
ethic.
ethic.
We
We
affirm that
affirm that
this
this
truth
truth
is
is
already
already
known,
known,
but
but
yet
yet
to be
to be
lived
lived
in
in
heart
heart
and
and
action.
action.
We
We
commit
commit
ourselves
ourselves
to a
to
culture
a
of
culture of
nonviolence,
nonviolence,
respect,
respect,
justice,
justice,
and
and
peace.
peace.
The first
The
of the
first of
Global
the Global
Ethics
Ethics
5
5
irrevocable
irrevocable
directives
directives
is
is
commitment to a
commitment to a
culture of
culture of
nonviolence and
nonviolence and
respect for life.
respect for life.
And this
And this
respect and
respect and
care
care
embraces
embraces
not only
not only
human life,
human life,
but the
but the
whole
whole
community of
community of
life
life
and
and
earth,
earth,
our common
our common home,
home, and the
and the cosmos,
cosmos, the
the
universe.
universe.
How can
How
our
can our
transformation
transformation
to a world
to a
of
world
peace
of peace
on earth
on
and
earth
peace
and peace
with
with
earth
earth
be
be
achieved?
achieved?
The
The
global
global
ethic
ethic
concludes
concludes
that the
that
world
the world
cannot be changed
change
unless the
unless the
consciousness
consciousness
of
of
individuals is
individuals is
changed.
changed.
It
It
says,
says,
we
we
pledge
pledge
to
to
work for
work
such
for such
transformation
transformation
in
in
individual and
individual and
collective
collective
consciousness
consciousness
for the
for the
awakening of our
awakening of our
spiritual
spiritual
powers
powers
through
through
reflection,
reflection,
meditation,
meditation,
prayer, or
prayer, or
positive
positive
thinking
thinking
for a
for a
conversion
conversion
of the
of
heart.
the heart.
As my
As my
spiritual teacher Sri
teacher Sri
Chinmoy has
Chinmoy has
said,
said,
and he
and he
conducted
conducted
meditations for
meditations for
peace for
peace for
37 years,
37 years
many in this
in
very
this very
sacred
sacred
room
room
and
as
across the
across the
street.
street.
Friction
Friction
noise
noise
cells
cells
Peace is first, an
an
individual
individual
achievement.
achievement.
Then it
Then
grows
it grows
into
into
a
a
collective
collective
achievement.
achievement.
Finally, it
Finally, it
becomes
becomes
a
a
universal
universal
achievement.
achievement.
Peace
Peace
is the
is the
ultimate
ultimate
achievement
achievement
of the
of the
whole
whole
world.
world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Anita,
Anita.
and for
And
those
for
of you who
those
don't
who
know,
don't
she
know,
is the
she is the
trustee of the
trustee of the
Parliament of the
Parliament
World
of
Religions,
Religions,
and
and
many of us in this room have been involved in that and find that to be a really important mechanism for faith dialogue and understanding. So I really appreciate, I know I personally appreciate you bringing in all those voices, and I would
and I
urge you
would
again to take a look at that ethics declaration. It is really such a phenomenal document. And if we could really put some life into that, in terms of our everyday living with that living document, we hope our families would just be so different. And thank you for bringing sweet Chimoy, who was someone who was such a peacemaker. He conducted for years and years silent meditations at the request of the then Secretary General Youth over there in the main building, in so many places. But, he really brought such profound vibrations and understanding of peace and what that means, and nonviolence and what that means, and unity and what that means. So on a day like today, it's so fitting to remember him and to have him with us. I want to now call upon some other friends that we have with us today. We have Amanda Dixon, who is with the NGO HWPL, joining us. So let us now have her join us here at the stage.
Friends, colleagues, messengers of peace, good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
It is
It is
truly a
truly a
joy
joy
and an
and
honor to be
honor
here
to
with
be
all
with
of you
all of you
today
today
to
to
commemorate
commemorate
International
International
Day of
Day.
Peace. September
September
21st
21st
is more
is
than
more than
just a
just a
date
date
on the
on the
calendar.
calendar.
It's a
It's a
day that
day that
reminds us
reminds
of our
us of our
shared
shared
humanity.
humanity,
Regardless
regardless
of who
of
we
who we
are,
are,
where we
where
come
we come
from,
from,
how we
how we
worship, or
worship,
what we
or what we
believe,
believe,
we are
we are
one and the
the
same
same
in our
in
hope
our
for
hope.
peace. Peace
Peace
is
is
not
not
fantasy.
fantasy.
Peace
Peace
is
is
not
not
a
a
distant
distant
dream.
dream.
Peace
Peace
is a
is a
choice.
choice.
We must
We must
choose
choose
peace
peace
over
over
war.
war.
We
We
must
must
choose
choose
love
love
over
over
hate.
hate.
We
We
must
must
choose
choose
unity
unity
over
over
division.
division.
And we
And we
must
must
choose peace
choose
not
peace
only
not only
for
for
ourselves,
ourselves,
but
but
also
also
for our
for our
children,
children,
our
our
grandchildren,
grandchildren,
and for
and
the
for the
future
future generations.
generations. No
No
matter the
matter the
tears we
tears we
cry, no
cry, no
matter the
matter the
challenges we
challenges we
face,
face,
we must
we must
never grow
never grow
weary
weary
of
of
working for the
working for the
greater
greater
good.
good.
We must
We must
never get
never get
tired of
tired of
doing
doing
what is
what
right.
is right.
How
How
long
long
have each
have
of
each of
us
us
worked for
worked for
peace?
peace?
For
For
me,
me,
it's only
it's only
been
been
5 years
5 years
since I
since I
started
started
volunteering with
volunteering with
Catholic
Catholic
Culture,
Culture,
World
World
Peace,
Peace,
Restoration of
Restoration of
Light.
Light.
But at the
But at the
center of
center of
HWPL
HWPL
is
is
our
our
95-year-old
95-year-old
chairman,
chairman,
a war
a war
veteran
veteran
who has
who has
traveled the
traveled the
world
world
32
32
times
times
and
and
dedicated his
dedicated his
life to
life
working for
working for
peace in the
in the
global
global
village.
village.
Yesterday,
Yesterday,
HWPL
HWPL
celebrated the
celebrated the
11th
11th
anniversary of the
anniversary of the
World
World
Peace
Peace
Summit.
Summit.
This
This
World Peace
World Peace
Summit brought
Summit
together
together
800 global
800
leaders who
who
gathered with a
gathered
true heart and
and
mind
mind
for
for
peace.
peace.
I'll share
I'll
with
share with
you some of
you
the
some of the
words
words
from our
from our
HWPL
HWPL
chairman's
chairman
speech that he
that he
delivered
delivered
at the World
at the
Peace
World
Summit.
Peace Summit.
He said
He
that
said that
conflict
conflict
can never
can
be
never be
good.
good.
Building
Building
peace is
peace is
good.
good.
If we
If we
cannot
cannot
create
create
a
a
world of
world of
peace
peace
today,
today,
we will
we will
have no
have no
choice
choice
but to
but to
pass
pass
on this
on this
world of
world of
conflict
conflict
to the
to
next
the next
generation.
generation.
What we
What we
must
must
pass on to
pass on to
them
them
is a
is a
world of
world of peace,
peace, not
not
money.
money.
Above
Above
all,
all,
educating
educating
people
people
about
about
peace is
is
important.
important.
We
We
must
must
establish
establish
peace and
and
hand it
hand it
over
over
to the
to the
next
next
generation.
generation.
How could we leave them a world full of conflict? If we fail to achieve peace, uncontrollable wars will continue to break out in the human world. And when war breaks out, everyone, without exception, suffers damage. Peace is absolutely necessary. Freedom, these two must exist. How can we turn this world of chaos and confusion into a world of peace, freedom, and love? How can we truly leave a legacy of peace? This work for peace starts right here, in this room, with you and me. This work begins with how we treat one another, with how we listen to one another, and with how we accept one another despite our differences. When each of us chooses peace in our homes, in our communities, and in our sacred places of worship, we create something greater than ourselves. We become true messengers of peace. On behalf of HWPL, I want to thank each of you for being here, for sharing your light, and for reminding us that peace is alive whenever people come together. May we leave here today not only encouraged, but also inspired to be a source of peace and light for others. Thank you, and may peace be with you all. We are one.
Thank you so much, Amanda. We appreciate that, and we appreciate, I know I appreciate you talking about the founder. Really someone who experienced war. You know, and we look at so many people today who are involved in promoting a culture of peace and nonviolence. Their life has been touched by war. And we take Malaysia, Master Shin Dao, is someone who's a child soldier. And he was achieved that. And now is venerated who's dog master. There are so many examples like that. So thank you for bringing that up, because I think sometimes people don't think that change is possible. But if we realize, like you said, we're all part of one family, and we do have an open heart, a warm heart, and passion in our heart, then anything is possible with the grace of the one that is greater than all of us together. So let's now turn to Reverend Audrey Kindred. She's involved with the Youth and Family Program at the New York Society for Ethical Culture. So let's really welcome her for being with us today. Hi. Let's just correction statement. I'm not a reverend. I'm a leader in training of the Ethical Culture Society. And I come from a tradition of what I call beyond belief. Not any assumption that we believe in God or don't. One God, five gods, or none. Maybe we do not have that in common. Can we gather in a space beyond belief, where we can bring out the best in one another, in dialogue, and even in conflict? I think it's so important when we talk about peace to honor that conflict exists. And we can feel it individually, and I work with all ages. Children can feel it the minute they come into engagement with others. And so how do we work with conflict? Can we welcome it as an opportunity to connect with one another respectfully? Can we teach and learn the tools of admiring our passions that bring about this incredible thing that we do call conflict and have a lot of aversion toward? Can we actually meet those moments with a desire to connect with each other? And can we begin to understand each other better if we bring a new kind of respect to that thing that we are trying to kind of push down or avoid? And I say this because on a playground with children, we would never allow them to solve their conflicts the way that we are allowing adults to do so. It is incredible to watch adults be so unable to solve the problems that we demand unlearned children to solve, right? We guide them, we coach them. Let us do that with each other and demand that the adults in the world be learners. We must learn this way of being in one world together. It is a new kind of consciousness, some people call intuitive consciousness. It's a powerful invitation to really embrace conflict as opportunity toward peace. Some kind of yearning to understand each other differently than we do so far. So I just offer you all peace from a space beyond belief and from the word that I love to hear in this room, which is from an ethical culture. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Audrey. Appreciate the correction. We don't have to be reverends or ministers or priests or anything like that, really. If people have goodwill in their heart and the will to do good, I think that this is what we talk about when we talk about people, you know, who are creating the better world. And I appreciate you bringing up the points that you did, because I think today we see this more and more. And if we can mature and evolve, right, to the best that we can and evolve the human consciousness, then we would have a completely different worldview. So let's shift a little bit now, and I'm going to call upon Russell Daisy again. If you're ready, we're ready for Reverend Stu.
Okay, Andre, you got your planet? You got your planet? Mariah, you got your planet? How terrific, forgive me. Oh, Mariah has her planet. You beautiful mom. Oh! Guess what? I want you to know that, okay. Oh, beautiful, Donna. You remember Donna was taking this video, probably. Okay, so there is something called the International Day of Happiness, okay? It actually is March 20th, which is the first day of spring. And Dr. Judy had been part of this movement. Guess what? This is Scout 4, who's going to come over with me, right? Hey, buddy, look at the dude. Look at the man. So, International Day of Happiness, celebrated all over the planet. And in 2016, there was a day-long celebration of happiness at the UN. And I was told somebody had started this website, Happy People, Happy Planet. Ooh, that sounds like a song title to me. Does it sound like a song title to you? Happy People, Happy Planet. So you heard just a little bit of it before, and so I'm going to it's okay, no, it's okay, no. In fact, that's better. That's cool. So, Judy, where are you?
I'm getting some more practice.
You're getting more practice. So, this little thing is you're going to hear about maybe 40 times because happy people, happy planet, happy people, happy planet. Let's try it again. 4, 1. Happy people, happy planet, happy people, happy planet. So guess what? You're going to hear this again and again and again. If you got a planet, wave it. Some planets might be thrown out after you, but this is
You ready, Miss? I'm ready. You ready?
Okay. And we've got some wonderful new friends up here. Hey, hey.
All right.
This is, yeah, and my friend, and Maru. Okay, so, happy people. Happy planet. Hey! And guess we have Guruji on board. And we're waiting. Ah,
It's like a little new thing, but you know what? Are we happy anyway? Are we happy? Are we happy with this journey? Okay. What? Don't have the tracks, just come on, stay with us, right? Technology is wonderful.
Cherry blossoms everywhere. Gentle breeze in my hair. Being here with you, that's what I call happy people. Happy planet. Happy people, happy planet. The taste of people. Happy planet. Happy people, happy planet. The taste of water, clear and clear, and apple for miles. And lay back, Christ under the sky. Climb, climb up there, just reach to the top. And wait to feel like Mother Earth, that's floating a baby, fire, once sunset sky, like right. Happy people, happy planet, happy people, happy planet. Come on, everybody! Happy people, happy planet, happy people, happy planet. Everybody now! Happy people.
That's what we call happy people, happy So, the International Day of Happiness can be a celebration. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Scout. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you, little Mariah. I want everyone to know that Mariah was an amazing act Apollo Theater talent competition in June. Apollo Theater is sending Mariah Taylor right here, 10 years old, around this city, representing Apollo Theater. We're so grateful to you. And by the way, Mariah Taylor is my general practitioner, my GP's niece. And I am, okay, so here we go. Marlene Taylor in the house. God bless all of you. Thank you so much. These things were being handed out. This big thing, that's called a compliment. This man in the second row here, handsome guy with a tan, this is his business for how many years? 40?
40 years.
45. Too many. He's raised 3 children, master's degrees, and this compliment, tell me something about that.
Every president, Jimmy Carter has one. Almost every ambassador to the United Nations has one. Over time, let's see. The space station is up on the space station. Actually, he landed at the space station on 9/11. Not P-11, but 2014. And they take it up there, and teach how to land the space shuttle.
After the
This is Robert Forensic, Harris Friends, and on that day in 2016, with that biggest Happy People, Happy Planet Day of Happiness, for 12 hours, he brought 450 Hugga planets to the second largest room at the UN, and they were all tossed, including by Daniel Craig and the ambassador.
It was because they were
Yeah, so, and by the way, I remember we walked out and it was snow. It was snow. God bless.
Thank you, Russell Daisy and Dr. Judy Kuriansky for supporting us. Next, I want to invite one of my close NGO leader is Mr. Hiro Sakurai, is an NGO representative of Sakai International to the UN. He was a former chair of the Committee of Religious NGOs. I worked with him 4+ years. Right? Please stop.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Guruji, for asking me to say a few words. And thank you so much for organizing this wonderful event together with Denise and others. So I'd like to offer from Buddhist tradition about peace and security, quote, if you care anything about your personal security, you should first of all pray for order and tranquility throughout the 4 quarters of the land, unquote. So there is no real peace if people around you are suffering. Peace has to start from us, within and in our actions. And this is the very essence of the cultural peace that Ambassador Chaudhry introduced to us. That is why I'm happy and grateful to join this noble gathering of the like-minded today. Also, once again, as Ambassador Chowdhury mentioned, September is really a unique month for peace-loving, peace-promoting people like us. We are observing the International Day of Peace, and as Ambassador Chowdhury mentioned, September 13th is a significant date when the cultural peace agenda was introduced to the UN, adopted in the UN system, the General Assembly. Also, more recently, the GA adopted to observe International Day for the total elimination of nuclear weapons, which will be on the 26th. September is also an important month for my Buddhist community. Back in 1957, in September, at the height of the Cold War, we called for the abolition of nuclear weapons and urged youth, the young people, to lead this cause. Then, what is youth? For that, I'd like to close with the Samuel Woolman's passage of youth. Youth is not a time of life. It is a state of mind. It is a temper of the will, a quality of the imagination, a vigor of the emotions, a predominance of courage over timidity, of the appetite for adventure over love of ease. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hero. Hero is part of Ambassador's Global Cultural Movement. Now, so many events we had at the UN. Every year we look for the September event. Now I want to invite Reverend Doyen Park, co-chair of the CRNGOs and the NGO representative of One Buddhism at the UN. Recently, she joined with me at the New York State Interfaith Council with our governor, Kathy Hochul.
It's a great honor to be part of this celebration. Let's take a simply just few breathing. Just notice your in-breath and out-breath. The fact that we, in this space together, we breathe together. Technically, we're sharing this air together. So I really like from the ethical humanist culture that we talk about the beyond our faith or the belief. Maybe one of the Buddhist teaching that I would like to always come back to the teaching is that we are all interrelated. We may have different ideas, different thoughts, different understandings. The fact that we are all directly, indirectly, we are all related, we are all affecting one another. That is why we need to be more mindful, respectful of each other. I think that is the core and the heart of this peace movement that I believe. I would like to simply offer a Buddhist prayer. If you feel comfortable, you may join your palms together. Dharmakaya Buddha, may all beings everywhere awaken to the truth of our shared life. Though we come from many traditions, languages, and lands, we are joined by one earth, one sky, and one breath. As we gather in celebration of the International Day of Peace, may we find stillness within and embrace each other with compassion. May anger be transformed into understanding, fear into trust, and hatred into love. Let our prayers transcend the boundaries of nation and creed, revealing to us that we are all one family sisters and brothers in our shared humanity. Just as a lotus rises pure from muddy waters, may peace blossom in the midst of our suffering world. May leaders act with wisdom, communities live with harmony, and each of us walk gently upon this earth with hearts dedicated to awakening and compassion. We vow to be instruments of peace here, now, and for generations to come. May we all be well, safe, and be free from suffering. Thank you.
Now I want to invite Reverend Becky Husik for a few words. She's interfaith minister and spiritual care at Sacred Kindness. You are coming from which state? North Carolina. See, thank you.
I live and grateful to live upon Tuscarora, New Sioux, and Catawba land, the indigenous peoples, and many indigenous peoples for whose name we do not know. I'm so grateful to be here, and I wish everyone here peace, blessings, and joy. PB and J. It's non-hypoallergenic. Well, I'm so grateful to be representing May Peace Prevail on Earth International today. We earlier today were at City Hall where we gifted to the mayor a peace pole, and peace poles hold the spiritual message, may peace prevail on earth. And that came from our founder in Japan 80 years ago, Masahisa Goi, after Hiroshima. This year marks the 80th commemoration of that dreadful day and the day of Nagasaki when the bombs were dropped. And the message, may peace prevail on earth, is rising from Japan. And I'm grateful to share that we have, perhaps in your homes too, over 200,000 peace poles have been planted in the world for peace. This weekend, we are launching a place where you can plant a virtual peace pole, take an active stance for peace. And it's plant peace, my British accent, emphasis, plantpeace.worldpeace.org. And you can plant a virtual peace pole anywhere in the world, including here at the UN Center, Church Center here at Tillman. And we're hoping to plant many peace poles. And the beauty of planting a virtual peace pole is for people who may not have thought or considered about peace. It's an opportunity for them to reflect internally about peace and what peace might mean to them in this world that is doing everything to distract us from the peace that is and the peace that is possible around the world. So you are all invited to plant a virtual peace pole and to carry in your body, with your spine being a peace pole, the message of peace, that we all are carrying message of peace potentially, and to do that work internally, that we can bring it out into the world and help to hold space for peace through challenging conversations and challenging ways of interacting with people, that we can be that peace. And so I honor Masahisa Goi, an incredible spiritual teacher, this beautiful spiritual message, and pray that it shall ring around the world, not only on the International Day of Peace, but that we can be that beacon of peace every single day. So I invite us with great power to bring forth our voices and for us to say together 3 times this beautiful spiritual message together. Please join me. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. Blessings, gratitude, love, and joy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend Becky. Before calling Reverend Scott, I want to invite one of our council members, all the way coming from Rishikesh, Himalayas, Swami Samarpan. Whenever he comes to America, he always comes to New York. Why? Because we are here. His grandmaster, Swami Shivananda, sent so many saints around the globe to promote yoga and meditation. Because of them, we made the Yoga Day. Swami Bua was part of supporting us since I came here in 99, September 14, 26 years, just completed. Swami Samarpan, a short prayer. Small.
So, namaskar to all of you. I would like to request you and ask you if you could join with me 3 times Om Mantra. Sometimes we can't do nothing, but we can simply pray. And so please join with me. 3 times Om Mantra. Take a deep inhale. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Amashoma Jyotirgamaya Mriturma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hare Om. Thanks to all.
So now we'll have a meditation feast. Reverend Dennis Cotto. Glory to God.
Isn't it wonderful that we could have so many people here joining today and have so many traditions and so many different beliefs? You know, it's about the freedom of religion or belief. And this is something I think that's come out time and time again. So I was going to offer meditation, but I think I'd like to now just introduce one of our special guests. She is someone who's been part of our greater UN community for a while now. She's one of the newer people who have joined for some years. She's been very supportive of all the work of the UN, of the International Day of Yoga, of World Yoga Community, of Peace Day, and of course, of World Meditation Day. She is someone who's studied rigorously and someone who is, I think, given up a life, that was at the top of the catwalk. And I say that because she is a former, well-recognized high fashion model here in New York. She's originally from India, but now she is a practicing Buddhist nun. So please let us join Lama Arya Drolma so that we can have an experience of meditation from her and her lineage. Lama. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so happy to be here. I'm absolutely delighted to be here on this very, very auspicious day. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to Denise Cotto for kindly inviting me here and for everyone who organized this event, for Guruji and all the ones who have helped on this to bring us all together and remind us on this very, very special day. So today we come together to honor the International Day of Peace, which carries a very powerful theme: act now for a peaceful world. The theme reminds us that peace is not something that will happen on its own. It is something we actively create moment by moment through our choices, through our words, through our action. Peace begins within each of us. When we cultivate inner calm, compassion, and mindfulness, we become instruments of peace in our families, communities, and in the world. Just like a single drop of water creates a ripple, our peaceful intention radiates outward. If you really ask yourself, who am I in the Buddhist perspective, our inner core, our core nature is peace. And so we will sit together. Let us dedicate this meditation to nurturing inner peace, contributing to a more compassionate and harmonious world. So, and I will ring the bell. Sit comfortably. You can close your eyes or you can keep them open. I'll ring the bell. As you sit, feel grounded. Bring your mind's attention to your breath. And just keep your mind's attention inhaling through your nose. And just exhale through your nose. Remind yourself, each in-breath brings calm. Each out-breath releases all your tension away. And if your mind wanders off, bring your mind back to just paying attention to your breathing. And now we will do a short visualization. Imagine a beautiful, soft light of peace at the center of your heart. With each breath, this light grows brighter, spreading the warmth and calm through your entire body. And at once, you feel you're at peace. Feel peace filling your mind, your heart, and your whole being. And just rest for a moment in this inner stillness. And now, imagine this peaceful light radiating beyond you and spreading in all directions. And visualize at this very moment through the power of your mind and through the power of your intention, every sentient being in the universe is at peace in this very moment. And let us sit for a moment with this intention. And slowly open your eyes and come back to the present moment. And just say in your heart, keep your right hand on your heart or your left, and just gently repeat, may you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be well. May our community live in harmony. May all beings everywhere be free from suffering. May our world be peaceful. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable. Now I want to invite Sister Sabdaji. She is the NGO representative for Brahma Kumaris to the UN and the Vice President of the CSVGC Committee.
Greetings, my friends. I'm just coming from an event, a peace day event, organized by the United Cluster, and it's called Are We Thinking Deeply Enough for World Transformation? And I will just share one or two points that really came out from that conversation that I think you might enjoy, and then we will do a little bit of meditation. Are we thinking deeply enough? And when it comes to peace, as our sister just told us, peace actually is our core. So whenever there is anything happening, what is our first response? Especially when it is not something so pleasant. Do we, get angry and upset and all that stuff? Or do we take a pause, take a deep breath, connect with that peace inside, go a little deeper than what we're seeing out here? Because if everybody gets upset, then we're going to have more of what we don't want to have. And it is completely contrary to what peace is. So if we want there to be peace on earth, we really have to go a little deeper, because the peace and the light we're looking for is a little deeper than what's on the surface. And the other point I want to bring up is when we look at trees, right, in the world, they all look like individuals, right? Trees are standing, like in a forest or wherever. But when you go deep underground, what do you see? All the roots are connected, but externally they look individual. So similarly, we all look, right, individual, just wherever we are, but when we go deeper, we will see the connection. And when we remember that connection, how is it possible that we do not choose peace. It's not possible because peace is actually, it is who we are. Even the one who is starting the war, he is starting war in the name of peace. What a paradox. But he doesn't know where the peace is. He thinks the peace lies in that power. If only he or she only knows that the peace doesn't lie where it lies inside. So again, that interconnectedness. So I just thought I want to bring those ideas into this gathering because I know that we're gathered here. And when I was leaving that program, I told them I'm coming here, and they said, give everyone you meet a hug. So a big hug from everybody from across the other side of the world. So, so with those beautiful feelings of love and peace, let us do some meditation at the end. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths, and this is going to be very simple. We're going to embrace the world in that peace, in that love. So take a deep breath, bringing some oxygen into your lungs and body. Take a deep breath in, keeping both feet underground, and release. And one more time, take another deep breath in, and release. And as you watch your breath in and out, connect with the light within. And as you that light, step into your own light. Stepping into your light is stepping into the room of your mind. Be there. Hold yourself in that state of calm and love. And now, I invite you to turn your attention outward, upward, and open your heart to invite the highest source, the divine, into the room of your mind. And watch the light just shine. Together, you're a great team. And now, we look across our precious world and we open our arms, the arms of our light and love, together with the divine, and embrace our beautiful, precious planet in those arms of light, love, and peace. We embrace our beautiful world in the arms of light, love, and peace. What a wonderful world it will be. When we can all live like this. And now, when you're ready, you open your eyes hold that space in your heart. I end by saying, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I am peace, peace, peace. May peace prevail on earth. Thank you.
So as we continue on with our day, feel free if you need to leave. We know that everyone has their own commitments and that they're joining us for a certain amount of time to anchor in the light and the peace. And when you leave, you bring this with you. We have another speaker who's joining us who you heard a little bit about before. Fumi John Stewart is someone who's been part of our greater community for some years now, and who was very, very instrumental for decades with the student observance for the International Day of Peace that's officially held across the street at the UN Secretariat with the UN Messengers of Peace and things like that. And as you heard before that Reverend Becky talked about the peace polls, I am going to invite Fumi to come just to say a few words. She represents May Peace Prevail on Earth, or the new name. I always think of the organization as May Peace Prevail on Earth, but here is Fumi.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's so wonderful to be here with our peace community here in New York. In this, my friend Doc Neighbor always calls it the Planetary Heart Center, one of the planetary heart centers of the world. So we're here today preparing for International Day of Peace and all of the incredible peace movement activities taking place around the world. We're holding that energy here at the Tillman Center. Reverend Dee, I'm so wonderful that she's hosting us here in Guruji. Thank you. You know, that we can be here all together. So I was, as Becky told, we were in City Hall this morning, gave a peace poll to the Mayor Adams, and he's going to have it displayed in its office. So we'll have a light, you know, portal of peace at the City Hall, which we need so much these days to bring light and peace into the politicians' hearts and ignite the spirit of peace and the divine spark in everyone's hearts. So may peace prevail on earth. I'm sure you're all familiar with that saying. It was founded right after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by a man called Masahisa Goi, who went into deep, deep prayer and meditation and was inspired with the words, may peace prevail on earth, Sekai Jindui ga heiwa de arimasu yoni, which in Japanese has a much broader and deeper meaning than the English can convey. And all of us speaking a couple of languages, we know that some things cannot be translated. And may peace prevail on earth is a multi-dimensional prayer that goes out to the universe, all dimensions, all directions, and it's just very beautiful. So in the past over 7 years, I've traveled around the world and really touched so many hearts. And I'm so happy to represent May Peace Prevail on Earth. And many of you have planted that in your heart and have carried that as your prayer and has spread that universal message of peace. So thank you, everyone, you know, and for all you do for peace, because we have to stand up and really make that statement, that stand for peace. And the UN theme this year is Act Now for a Peaceful World. It's so timely, and we're here acting now together for a peaceful world together. So before I go on and on, I think it's so important to just anchor prayer, anchor the spirit of peace, anchor the spirit of harmony and oneness. So if you could all say, may peace prevail on earth 3 times together, I would be really blessed. So together, may peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. infinite gratitude. And let's have a beautiful weekend, a beautiful International Day of Weekend together. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Phoebe. Are you enjoying the time? I always look for June and September. June is 30 days yoga day events, and September all the peace events. This is ongoing until 30th. I'll say that credit will go to Ambassador Chowdhury and all the NGO leaders and committees. I want to mention our co-sponsors today. That is United Methodist Women from Reverend Dion and United Methodist Church. This room belongs to them. Well Yoga Community, URI, Committee of Religious NGOs, Global Movement for the Culture of Peace, and our Yoga Committee for International Day of Yoga, Brahma Kumaris, and Danish Quarters Lawyers Union, One Buddhism, Global NGO, I am the VP with that one, Executive Committee, and HWPL. I'm glad we are starting with our group first time. And Tokakai from Heroes Group, and UPF, I don't know who is coming from the UPF. They're partnering with me more than 30 years. Then Salvation Army and Fumi's organization. Then Ethical Cultural Center. He did so many events in the city for Gandhi King event, right? And Parliament of World Religions. When we made the resolution for the Yoga Day in New York State Assembly and Senate, two people's name, I forced them to put it. I want to mention Chandra Dio, working with me for those papers with our assemblyman in the state. One is Swami Vivekananda. He is a person came from India in 18th century, speak about the Indian spirituality. First time the world heard about Indian spirituality, more than 10,000 years old. Then second person, Indira Devi. She is a yoga teacher, originally from Argentina. She started the first yoga school in California. So I want to make sure these two people are in here. All other people came thereafter. Even my name is not there. I don't need it. Those who started, because they gave the foundation for it. So same thing we had to remember. 80 years back, UN started. There's a purpose. Still we are going like this. We cannot walk straight. So we had to make a lot of changes in a peaceful manner. So we kept the tradition to honor those who did wonderful job as a servant of servants in the community. We start with the Swami Buaji Maharaj. This shall belong to him. And of course, and most of you met him at the UN. In 2000, we had a big religious ceremony. The General Assembly was filled with all the religious people from different countries and different traditions. That's the first one we had. Then I had to mention Chinmoy did so much work for the spirituality at the UN. And so many saints came. Now we are the little ones to follow their footsteps. Urin is here. Yeah. So many people did wonderful job. I may not be here next year, but I want to make sure other people are coming and doing the same work. I want to mention about Miji from Portugal when I signed the agreement with all the yoga associations. He was on the stage with me. That was in 2009. Sami Bua gave me money to go there and come back to sign the agreement to have Yoga Day. So we honor Sami Bua first in 2004. This is our 15 plus years. So some of you already got this award. So today I want to honor three people. One is a long-time friend, a spiritual leader, committee members, and he became the chair, that Hiro Sakurai. Taiwan Ambassador, please come to here. All the committee leaders from our NGOs, please come.
Kusmita, please come. Dennis, join. Any other committee leaders now? Or some people are getting our we don't want to go. Yeah. So that is Interfaith Leadership Award presented in recognition to Sri. We give Sri means a respected person, as in our tradition. Hiro Sakurai, in grateful appreciation for outstanding service and dedication for the human values that bring global culture of peace and universal spirituality. The Board of Directors of the World Yoga Community humbly bestow the title Vishwashanti Padma, means Lotus of World Peace, we are the peacemaker. Granted on 19 September 2025 at the annual International Day of Peace celebration and 37th World Peace Festival in New York State, USA. Any somebody to take a photo in the camera. Who is it? Can you take? No, I need in this one. How do you feel this one? What?
Well, this is a very, very pure surprise. I was thinking about when I can maybe excuse myself, but I'm glad I didn't. But I really take it as encouragement and inspiration for me to just keep going until really we can really see a real peace in our world. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You know, I do want to say that many people don't realize all the work that he's done to abolish nuclear weapons, you know. I mean, for decades and decades, he's been just so dedicated. I, at one time, was working with the NGO committee, a lot of it was dealing with abolishment of nuclear weapons and all this stuff, and it dealt with the, you know, national action plans to implement different things and on and on and on. You know, I don't know how Hero has done it, but he's chaired committees aside from the Committee for Religious NGOs that deal with peace and security. And he's been at the fore of these issues for decades. So you really well deserved it. You really are a peacemaker. And we're so honored to honor you for all the work, the outstanding work you've been doing. You know, thank you so much, Hero. Yeah.
The next person is B.K. Sabita Gear.
Yes, you.
Me!
You thought this was a surprise, a big surprise to me. I came late, but I got the biggest. Yes, thank you all so very much. As you know, there might be many trees standing individually, but they are nothing without connectivity. So thank you all very much.
Next is Miss Fumi Stewart.
Yes, so speaking about disarmament, this year is the 80th anniversary of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It's a lot of anniversaries this year. 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, 80th anniversary of the liberation of the Japanese internment camps here throughout America, which not very many people know about. And so a lot of 80th anniversaries we're celebrating. So let's draw a line in the sand and really declare peace going forward from this year.
I know these three awardees, they don't know this is going to happen. That's a fun for us, because we want to make sure everybody is strong in service. I always say, serving entire world is our duty. Don't look for the money or honey, because we have to take care of our family. This is a global family. We speak different language, we wear different attire, we eat different food, but we are human beings. If we cannot love each other, there's no point of life. When you serve people, live for others, that's the beauty of our life. You feel it that way. So this is the best place I felt in New York City. This is open for everybody. And make sure what we do should align with the UN charter, not about the diplomacy, charter what we make. If there's something already expired, we should make it, fix it, update, upgrade. That's the way I always say. So time for a little music and celebration.
Yeah, we'd like to call up our brother Venable. Would you like to come? Because you're having an event soon,
Event
right?
coming up.
Why don't you give us a little bit of an information about that so that if people would like to join, they can join you and some of our other friends. We'd love for you to share that with us so that we have the opportunity for another possibility to experience peace and learn.
Hello everyone, my name is Monk Purin. I'm a Theravada Buddhist monk based in New York. This coming Sunday, September 28th. Sorry, next Sunday. Sorry, September 28th. Next Sunday, we have the big event coming in Tribeca. It's called Humanity Transformation Conference. For sure, it's the month that we bring peace. So there's a place that can accommodate 1,000 people in the room. Now we work with City Hall, we work with Buddhist Council, we try to invite as many people as possible, and the theme is wisdom and compassion in a fragmented world. And we know how fragmented it is right now. So if you're free on that Sunday in the morning, I know it's Sunday, I tried to book it on Saturday, it's not a while ago. So if that morning is challenging, but I think we need each other now for bringing the bright side of humanity more, that choose light, choose peace, choose love, not hatred, not division, not fighting in this old way. Yeah, we need to fight together in the correct way, which is what we do today. So I welcome everyone. You can talk to me, you can talk to Guruji, that we meditate global and it broadcasts to 50 countries. So friends from 50 countries will 1,000 in the room, 1,000 outside, and we have global synchronized meditation together. I hope you will be part of this wonderful energy creation moment. Thank you.
That was good. Don't get angry. When you get angry, I have a drum. You can play. Feel relaxed. So send me the Jacob flyer. So
Raphael, yes. We are in for a treat today. We have something that, oh, you know what? You can start getting started. Why don't you come to get set up? Can someone just take a few photos of our awardees? So we have one. Should we go in the front here?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we'll take one group photo.
Yes, it's coming from Chile.
All the partner organizations, representatives, all the speakers, please come here. Yeah. Ambassador Charles, love is for you. Please come. Let me use camera to come here.
Everybody say peace.
Everyone in one shot. Now everybody can join. Everybody can join inside. Don't
Yes, Raphael is ready. He started already.
So
storytelling. That's it. I want to have picture. When are you from? India. What part? Just oh, straight up. I just only the vertical.
Were there any ones that I sent you? No, no, was there any ones that I sent you that you could use?
Yes, yes. Oh, I
Okay.
want to make it. Thank you. I thought it was just closer. More fun, right? You want one closer look at it? Oh, okay, okay, that's fine. It's fine. Take some more pictures. See you before. Yeah,
That's it.